Ba-da-ba. What up? We're live. Alright, I'm your host, Jimmy K. Wood. I'm here with my co-host, Burke. Burke, say what's up.
What's going on, everybody?
Today we're going to be talking about when I was in Boston, which is a vacation I took this past summer, 2019. Alright, so I think we should take it back to when me and you met. My
Um,
best friend, who I went to high school with, I went to all of school with, actually. We ended up, it was his cousin. He had a cousin who lived in Boston, but they never really met. They just knew each other through PlayStation and through their family, obviously. So they'd always FaceTime and stuff, and they'd always talk, and they were kind of close, but they never actually got to hang out. And I got to know him too, and we kept playing PlayStation every day. And then he linked us to his high school friends, and this is one of his high school friends. This is my buddy Burke. And long story short, we ended up flying out there eventually to meet all of them. There's like what, six? I'd say six friends out there.
yeah, it was a group of us,
Anyways, it was pretty lit. So we booked our flight. We ended up flying out July 10th, 2019. And when we landed, we had my friend's cousin actually pick us up in the car, and then he took us back to his house. It's pretty lit. I couldn't believe that we were actually in Boston. It's pretty cool. I took a bunch of pictures on the fucking plane and shit.
We were taking pictures the entire time, dude. Every time I was like looking, like unless we were, like, it was
I take a
downtime.
lot of
Whenever we
pictures
were like,
though.
well, no, I know that like you're into the whole photography thing, which I mean I kind of am too. Like I'm like just starting into it, but like it was funny every time we like weren't having downtime or just hanging out, like we are somewhere doing stuff, like you're just standing up, ready to take a picture, like sideways, regular way, whatever it was, portrait, like everything. Had every type of picture you can think of. Like it would be like one thing, like a tree. Say it's a tree, like you would have 60 different pictures of a tree. It was
Well, yeah, because here's the thing. He's not lying, kind of. All right. Anyways, well, here's the thing. Because I'm into taking pictures. I'm sort of like a photographer. So I've had too many people tell me in my life that I'm really fucking good to at taking pictures, like better than regular people for some reason. Oh shit! What up, Steve? Shout out to Steve. He was in here live, Cash. Anyways, yeah. So I'm really good at taking pictures, so I started this Instagram page. Shout out to, I'm gonna plug this real quick. It's all lowercase, JIMS underscore PIX underscore. It's called Jim Pics on Instagram. Jim's Photography. It's an open page. It's really cool. I have pictures everything from cities to ballparks to cool pictures in nature. But anyways, yeah, it was in Boston. I took a shit ton of pictures. I even have pictures in Boston on that photography page. You guys should go check them out.
but but yeah, like what was it? I think you guys got there and you guys had like I think you wanted to eat or whatever, did a lot of stuff. I was working, but when I got to work, I think I went over to my buddy's house, which you guys were there because whatever. And then we were just chilling there, and then I think we got my other buddy Zach there, and then we were like, "Fuck it, we got to do a little wiffle ball." So we're playing wiffle ball, and
Oh yeah, we
I
had
am
all of our
yeah,
friends fucking show up and play wiffle ball. Huge fucking wiffle ball
exactly.
game. That was so sick. It was hot as fuck too. Everyone was sweating
Yeah,
their balls
dude,
off.
you could see, you could see the swass like through my pants. It was so bad. Like I'm like the most competitive person. I'm sitting there like ready, like I'm fucking practice swinging. I'm in the field. And I'm like, get away from me. I got this whole back section covered, or actually yard.
Dude,
In like the deep backyard.
the whole
What?
trip was just sick. Sorry to cut you off.
Oh, it was.
Baseball
We
game
started
wasn't
off
that fucking
playing
interesting. Sorry. It was pretty lit
playing
though.
wiffle ball.
Wait.
Yeah.
But if I had to describe it, I'd describe that trip as most people take like once in a lifetime trips to Vegas. It was just non-stop partying from the time we landed to the time we took off. And actually,
Yeah.
we planned a trip from July 10th to July 17th. We were gonna be arrive on a Wednesday and leave on a Wednesday because we thought traffic wouldn't be as bad, airport traffic and shit. And that didn't fucking matter. It was still shit. But we ended up Staying there for 7 days, and then on the way to the airport, my parents texted me, and they said that they got a call from uh, Delta, which was the flight we were taking, and they said that for some reason our flight was canceled like last second, so we were stuck in Boston. So we had to stay another 2 days, we were told, just out of the blue. So we texted all of our friends, and immediately we had 3 responses, and they said that we could stay for 2 nights, and we got to pick where we actually got to stay, which was pretty nice. And then we eventually made it home on Spirit Airlines, which was absolute shit. I understand the memes now.
Oh my god. Just real quick. I took Spirit to Mexico and back. I think it was like a year and a half ago. And on the way back, fucking our luggage got onto the flight, but half the flight couldn't get on because of whatever, like a storm we had to go around or whatever. So like everybody from Boston, like our luggage was on that flight, but we weren't. So then we had to wait a whole, I think, 14 hours before we got on the flight to get back home. Then find our luggage. But after you guys did that, so fuck Spirit.
It's shitty,
After you
isn't
guys
it?
turned around, how was that rainstorm on the way home? Because it was pouring back where I was working, so we had to like cancel
Dude.
it for the day.
You have no fucking clue. That rainstorm on the way home, still have Snapchat videos saved in my memories. There was 2 feet of water on the fucking highway. Someone was in like a '03 Honda Civic hauling ass, and that bitch was going over the windshield.
Oh my god.
I got a video. I'll play the audio to it if I can find it here. Cause you can still hear, you can hear the water just rushing, and then us saying, "What the fuck?"
You see this car underwater.
Pretty fucking much.
Oh.
Not gonna
How
lie.
far- that was what, a month and a half ago? No, it was July or September. Yeah, it was 2 months ago. That was hilarious.
Oh yeah.
It was kind of sad when you guys left. I was like, oh, now I got nothing to do again.
It was pretty sad leaving, bro. I want to go back so bad. So much fun.
Come back. It was fun, dude.
Fucking bet, dude. I'm still trying to look for this fucking video. We should do another meetup though, for sure. Squad has to meet up again.
I've been saying this since we all started like talking about meeting up or something, or even like coming like so he could visit his cousin and all that stuff. I don't know. I want to go out and see where you guys are from, because you guys are here. You always you mentioned like this museum, all sorts of like stuff to see. But
Boom! I found the videos right
there
here
we go.
that flooded.
Play it.
I have 3 videos. Here's one. You just hear the wind, the fucking rain hit the windshield.
Get over, douchebag.
Cody was trying to merge and someone wouldn't let him because there's water over a foot tall.
They couldn't even see.
Thank you. Who's that?
Dude, that's insane. The water.
Hey, look at that fucking car. Roll up the window, bro. Isn't that really fucking
Yeah, it's more. It's rushing more than most rivers. I can put money on that. Absolutely insane. I should post that on the Gym Pics. That way viewers can see it.
That'd be funny. Do it.
Oh, Steve said that he's willing to go to Boston with us next time.
Really?
Squad up. Yeah, dude.
Is that Buzz?
Yeah.
Yup. He's awesome.
He said that he's willing to go. That'd be fucking cool. Dude, it was so much fun.
Wait, he's like the super funny kid in your videos, right?
Yeah, he's not a kid though. He's like a
Yeah.
grown-ass man.
Well, no,
He's-
I know. But
He's like, I don't want to shit on him, but he's like 30. He's in his 30s somewhere, lower
he's
30s.
funny. He's real funny.
Shout out to Steve. Anyways, when we were in Boston, dude, we did so much shit. Some of the coolest shit though I liked was going downtown Plymouth, dude.
You,
That was
you like
really
that the
cool.
most?
Yeah, hands down. That was everyone. You guys were shitting on it. There was a lot of
Well,
hype
no,
behind it.
because-
Everyone was like, "No, listen, hold on. You know, let me finish. Hold on." Steve said he's 35, by the way. Anyways, yeah, my favorite part was walking out on the river walk, on the ocean. Actually, like that little rock walk, whatever the fuck you call it. Right by Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock was actually cool as shit to see. I wanted to see it so bad, and you guys were like, "It's just a fucking rock. It's not that cool." And it was actually pretty sick. 'Cause it's like from what, 1680 or some shit. That's on
Yeah,
my
that-
Instagram too. Plug. Jim Pix on Instagram. Jim_Pix. PIX _.
But, I mean, it's like, I don't know. I live 10 minutes away from it, so like I'm just so used to like 'cause we always go there, like between the restaurants, like walking around, all that stuff, like food, whatever. So like I mean, I go there at least like every week, like once a week, at least. So I'm just so used to it, and then like I don't know, every time like the summer hits, or even the spring, whatever, people always come there to like to tour, and we like what people do is I don't do this because I'm not into this. But like people would be at the Rock and you'd be driving by or walking by and just yell, "It's fake," for whatever reason.
Really?
But yeah, I mean it's pretty cool. I mean I can't spend money on it, but like I understand.
No, yeah,
people
it
are
is
like,
fucking.
Oh, I really gotta
It was
fucking
sick.
see this.
Dude, there's not a bad neighborhood anywhere in Boston. Well, not not downtown.
I mean,
I'm sure every downtown, every big city, there's crime.
mean-
I'm not saying that, but in
No,
in Massachusetts, there's not really a bad neighborhood. It's just hilly, nice, green, lush land.
compared to where like Chicago, all that stuff, like yeah, no, there's not a lot, but there is like every now and then there is a street like bad, like there's this bad town, whatever, but like it's really it's pretty nice and safe and all that stuff. There's nothing bad around here.
Yeah, dude.
And
One
then-
thing you guys have fucking covered is coffee. Holy shit! I have never seen a city so fucking heavily involved in their fucking coffee. You guys have a Dunkin' Donuts on just about every fucking corner.
Every five, at least in my
Walking
area,
distance. Anywhere in Massachusetts,
walking
walking
distance from
distance.
each
You can
other, yeah.
walk to a
But,
coffee
like,
shop.
at most they're like a 5-minute walk from each other. Every town like has at least like 5. Like mine has like I think 9.
See, you guys gotta come here, bro. You guys would love Tim Hortons. That's a northern thing.
Hortons.
Tim Hortons, bro. It's way better than Starbucks, bro. Starbucks is
I like
expensive and it's
Starbucks.
not that good.
Yep.
That's my opinion.
Yeah.
Tim Hortons is so freaking good and it is cheap, dude. You can get like a nice coffee for like $2, $3
Yeah.
bucks.
One of my buddies that goes to college in New York, like, lives off of it, so I'll take your word for it.
Dude, it is so fucking good, and their donuts are good. Oh my god, dude, their sandwiches. You can go there for lunch. It's a hot spot for lunch, bro. I always go there and I
Really?
get Tim Hortons, bro. Shout out to Tim Hortons. I always get their I always get their Asiago toasted bagel. They put Asiago cheese on it and a panini press. Toast that shit. So good.
There you go. You guys went to your first Red Sox game.
Yeah, dude, that was on my bucket list. That was so cool to go to Fenway Park. Fenway Park, that's what is it, like 104 years old?
It's old. I think it's that
How old is it? Let me ask Siri.
Uh,
Hold on. How old is Fenway Park?
The answer I found is 107 years.
107 years. See, I said 104. It was more than that. 107 years.
It's the best park in
Babe
the world.
Ruth played there. If that gives you an idea. It was pretty sick to see, and it is exactly like the pictures.
Yeah, it is.
Like I mean exactly like the pictures.
They do tours there like year round, but I think we took the L that night because we've been having a bad season this year. But whatever, it's just like I still go there all the time. Like I think like me and my buddy we go there. I don't know, like at least 3-4 times a month, just for like the experience. I at this point I don't even care if we win or lose. Like I love going there, and, like the experience, the people, kind of the food, but.
Yeah, dude. When you guys come down, when you come to Detroit, I'm saying when now, because it's gonna fucking happen. When you guys come to Detroit, I got a list of shit you guys gotta do. You guys gotta try Faygo. For anyone who doesn't know what that is a local pop company. That's what we call soda. It's our lingo, Michigan lingo. You have to call soda pop. That's what we call it here. And so you go to a party store, which we also call. That's what convenience stores are in Michigan. You go to a party store and you get a pop. and there's a brand called Fago. Dude, you get like it's like a 20-ounce bottle, and every bottle is 99 cents at every party store. It is, and they have flavors. They have flavors that Coke and Pepsi have not came out with yet, and I'm shocked. They have a flavor called Rock and Rye, and no company has ever copied it. It is its own unique flavor, and it is the best soda flavor out there. I'm calling it. Yeah, it's way better than anything. It's like, it's, if I could describe it, it's closest to like a super cherried up Dr. Pepper.
Is it better than Dr. Pepper though?
Yeah, hands down. I'd much rather take a Rock and Rye over Dr.
Then
Pepper.
Then I have to try it because Dr. Pepper is by far the best soda. Besides
Yeah,
that one,
I'd say. Yeah. Yeah, that's where I always get that shit whenever I'm not here. Yeah, but you have to definitely do that. That's one of the things you have to do when you come here. Another thing, you got to go downtown and you have to see, because on Woodward Avenue, where the Dream Cruise is, people come all over the country to come drive old classic cars and stuff. We have it once a year. That just happened recently. But when you go downtown, it's Woodward Avenue, we have all 3 sports parks right in one little area, which is
Wait,
sick.
really?
Yeah. We have
That's actually
Comerica
really cool.
Park. Comerica Park is right next to Ford Field, where the Lions play. And then across from the street from Ford Field is right where LCA is, which is Little Caesars Arena, which is where the Pistons and the Red Wings play.
Damn.
It is so cool. And then right across the street from Comerica Park is this sports bar. It's called Hockey Town Cafe. That's pretty sick, dude. You guys have to go in there. That's a
Wait,
must.
You go in there, when you
It's
go in
3
there,
levels. It's a 3-level restaurant.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Alright.
and you can also order food, and then you can walk up to the roof and eat it and look out at all the ballparks
That's
over the
pretty
city.
cool,
It's
actually.
pretty sick, yeah. And then another thing you have to do is you have to go to Belle Isle, I'd say. That's really cool. There's the island on the river in Detroit.
Mhm.
And they have a free aquarium there. You can just walk in and walk around this aquarium. It's really nice. It's a high classic aquarium. They have nice fish in there. But when you go in there, when you go on Belle Isle, make sure that you turn your phone off, like powered down. Because as soon as you go on the island, you're so close to Canada, your phones hit their towers and you'll get charged by your phone company.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I'd be pissed though if I forgot
Yeah.
fucking charges or whatever.
Right? Yeah, roaming fees and shit. Or who knows. It's not fun though. But yeah, dude, you definitely gotta check out that aquarium and that island. The island's really cool. And then downtown, it's really sick. Another thing you could try, or a place we could go, I'd say, is to go downtown Ann Arbor. There's a place called Pinball Pete's.
Mhm.
That is like, it is like the biggest adult arcade place there is, bro. You walk down, it's a 24-hour city downtown, and it's full of college students because that's where U of M is. And so there's a bunch of people go on dates and stuff, and you walk right downtown. There's like these probably like 4 or 5-story buildings, just walled all the way down the street, and then you open up this one door, and you walk down this flight of stairs, and then it's just a huge arcade room, and everything takes quarters, so you're not fucking with tokens. Everything is quarters, and they have coin machines, and they have every motherfucking pinball machine you can think of there. Every TV show, every movie, every video game, every pinball machine there. It is the coolest place. You have to go check it out. I'd recommend that too. If you're into gaming and shit like that, that's like, it's cool for anyone. They have everything there.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
We don't have any arcade around here actually, besides like bowling areas.
Yeah, it's about 45 minutes from where we are, so that's not too far.
That's
you
not
wanted
bad at all.
If you want to drive an hour and a half, there's a place called Frankenmuth, and that's where Greta Van Fleet is. It's a rock band. They sound like Led Zeppelin. People compare them to. Anyways, that's where they're from. If you go there, it's really cool. It's a city, and they celebrate Christmas year round. Like, they always have Christmas directions up. Christmas, like, I mean huge directions. They have a huge Christmas tree like a store. You can go in, and they have Christmas directions, like Christmas toys and everything, dude. It's just insane. It's really cool. Different. That's pretty sweet. It's a lot of shit to do here. Dude, oh my gosh, and the two huge things you must do, I forgot to say. You have to do these over everything. Let's go to Henry Ford Museum. That's in Detroit. Henry Ford Museum
What's it?
is the biggest museum ever. Pretty much. I'd say one of them if it's not, because they have the bus that Rosa Parks was actually in.
Mm-hmm.
They have the car that JFK was in when he got his head blown off.
Did they at least
They
clean it up?
Well, yeah, they're not gonna keep his
Alright.
blood on there. No, but they have all this historic shit. Dude, they have cool old. They have like a 1919 fucking Bugatti. And it is the weirdest, coolest looking thing. They have just weird shit, just oddball, cool, historic, cool shit. And Greenfield Village, that's in the same parking lot, pretty much. What that place is they created pretty much a town out of old historic buildings, like Thomas Edison's house. They disassembled it brick by brick, and they numbered all the bricks, shipped it here from Ohio, and rebuilt it, assembled it by the numbers. Each brick was numbered, so they rebuilt it exactly how the bricks were. So it's identical to where it was. Yeah, the house was just moved here. So you can actually go in his house and see his real lab, Thomas Edison, and see his
Whoa.
actual potions. Yeah, you can't touch them, but you can see his actual potions and see the actual chair that he sat in. That is pretty sick. But some of the jars they had to release and get dispose of the chemicals because they didn't realize how dangerous it was back then to handle.
Yeah.
Like he had in one jar, he had a shit ton of mercury, and they had just a bunch of chloroform in one, and just they had to get rid of a bunch of stuff. They'll tell you all about it, but it's just cool as hell, all the stuff he messed with, and you get to see each jar that's labeled from back then. It's not been touched in years. That's a pretty cool place to go to. We did a lot of cool shit in Boston, though.
Yeah, how did you like the tea? Because I fucking hate it.
What do you mean the tea?
The train. The train.
Oh, the train wasn't.
I was.
I'm sorry, I don't know lingo. We don't have. That's the thing in Detroit. There's no fucking transportation.
Really?
No. We have one. They just built a car that goes up and down one block, and that's Woodward. That's a train that goes up and down one block. That's it. We have
Yeah.
rarely we have taxis, if you call, but we don't have really anything. Yeah.
That's great. I mean, in and around of Boston, it's like trains everywhere.
Yeah, we're starting to get scooters on corners and shit. That's about it. But yeah, the train in
Oh.
Boston, it wasn't too bad. It was some gross people on there, but that's in every city. You know,
Live on it.
yeah, it's in every city though. You know, I mean,
Yeah, that's true.
Detroit. You know, when you're walking by, you see a door that in an alley, you'll see a hobo curled up in the corner of it. And if you walk by, he'll ask you for money, and if you don't give him money, you'll be lucky that he doesn't pee on your leg.
Oh my god.
That's pretty much how Detroit goes.
I've never.
Yeah,
I've
Detroit.
heard that.
Detroit is an odd city, dude. There's no city like Detroit. When you're in Detroit, there's like a few square areas where it's completely safe. You can take your family. It's really, really nice, but it's not gradual. Like Chicago, if you walk 6 blocks, it gets a little bit shittier. You know, you walk 6 blocks again, now you're getting a little bit more in the hood. 6 blocks, now you're in the fucking ghetto. But you know, it's like it's gradual. You know, as you leave the city. But Detroit, you're downtown. There's like 6 square blocks. It's really nice. And if you cross one street, you don't know what you're doing. If you cross the wrong street, you are in danger. It's very interesting. There's no feeling like that. It's kind of weird to
I
describe.
think here it's more of like most of everywhere you go is like extremely safe, but like it's just like one specific area isn't, and no one goes in. Like it's just the people that live there. That's it. No one else goes in there. And it's just like everywhere else is fine. There's nothing like it gradually gets like worse and worse as you get closer. You know what I mean by that?
Yeah. We got the Fox in Detroit. We have the Fox Theater across from Comerica Park, and in front of Comerica Park, we have this huge classic statue that we built because that park was built in 2000, year 2000. We built this nice statue of a tiger, and this statue. Have you seen it? The picture of it in front of Comerica Park.
No.
It's pretty sick.
Though.
Yeah, look it up. Comerica Park entrance. Just look at Comerica Park front entrance. It's pretty sick. This statue is huge. Everyone takes pictures in front of it. Even on days where there's no games, you'll see people standing there sometimes.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's pretty sick to take a picture under. It's all cement too.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yep. It's pretty sick. That'd be a pretty cool place to go take pictures.
Dude, I'd love to climb up. I mean, obviously you probably can't, but I'd love to
No,
climb
you
on there.
can't. No.
Yeah.
Nope.
It's sick.
Yeah, you'd probably get arrested.
Oh, probably. But that'd be really cool. Like,
Oh, and then we
picture
can go
somebody
inside.
on that.
We can go inside the RenCen. That's the tallest building in Detroit. That's General Motors building.
Oh yeah.
They also have hotels there. You could stay there. We could all throw in a hotel. You like the top floor? That'd be fucking sick. It's really nice there.
I thought this building is more just like the John Hancock, and then it just like gets lower and lower. It's only something 90 feet.
It's cool. If you ever go over to Canada from Detroit, it's really cool because you can see if you go into Windsor, which is just across the water, you can look across at the Detroit skyline. It's really nice. You can see the
How
old Joe Louis Arena.
how close are you to Canada? Cause like you make it sound like you're like it's like right above you. Or is that like I'm here?
It's like a half. If I got in my car, it's like a half hour to the bridge.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yep. It's not far.
I know what your favorite part of the your Boston trip was.
What part?
Guarantee I got this. When we got off the train, we started walking towards Fenway, and we just get to like just outside of Fenway Park, and it's like all the buildings are on like the left side, and then the park you're next to, and then all the people and all like the shit going on.
That is one of my favorite times. Yeah, that was pretty fucking sick. I got a picture of that too.
You take some
But
pretty much,
also,
man. you're holding the button down taking pictures.
no, I'm not like that. I always make sure I got good angles, good lighting. I make sure it's clear, and then I'll take like 3. That way I can choose from
Yeah.
each 3 what one's good, because there's usually that 2 are that are shitty and 1 turns out good. So always take 3 at a time. Because I'm picky. Most people would think all 3 are good, but I'm super, super picky about it.
What I thought was really funny was when like we would all be talking, and when we would say wicked, it would be like, this is wicked cool. And then when you guys would even like say that word once, you probably said it like twice when you were there.
Yeah, we're like,
You'd
yeah,
say
this is
it, like,
wicked.
every other
That's just how
yeah,
we say it. We just say
and I'm-
wicked. You guys are like,
and
oh,
I'm
you guys
like,
say that
wait.
too, but you guys just don't say wicked cool or wicked awesome.
Yeah,
You guys always add something to it. We just leave it at
a
that.
lot. We got a lot of lingo here.
We do too here.
You can always tell, like, someone that is from in or around Boston just when they talk. Not like the accent, just like how they say it. Or how we say it. Just like how we describe things and, like, way we describe stuff. It's just wicked funny.
Boston is pretty cool. Just couch surfing and really nice houses for a week. And then Cam's grandparents, one of my buddies' grandparents, they're pretty loaded. They got nice nice house, private property with a pool, a bean-shaped pool, bro. With a hot tub in the
Diving
ground.
rock
Yeah, with a hot tub in the
surround
ground and they had a changing shack in the back, and no matter where you go in the backyard, the music stays the same volume because surround system. It's insane. It's really, really nice. That was pretty sick.
When they ever have parties, it's like they got like like they have this
There's
sand
a
pit, and they set up like a ping pong table, and they play ping pong. I think
We had a few parties when we were there.
they have like a volleyball net too. Oh yeah, we did.
We went to this one dude's 21st birthday party. His name was Rob. I didn't really know him, but you guys were like, "This is my best friend." We showed up. This dude was so fucked up. He was slurring like a motherfucker. I showed up, and we were in and out in 10 minutes. That's how bad shit hit the fan. So, like, 4 of us all showed up. Me, my friend, and then 2 of the Boston boys are there. It's Zach and John. Or were you there, Burke? Or, no, you weren't there yet, were you? Or did you drive separate?
I think I went separate.
Alright. And then we all get there. And this dude, Rob. Oh my gosh, bro. This guy.
He is a character. I love that kid.
I've never seen him, but when he was fucked up. And this dude, all he was saying, he would walk up to a dude and he'd say, "You want to see my little dick? You want to see my little dick?" And then he'd he'd act like he was gonna pull his wiener out, and people would be like, "No." And I have a couple videos of that too, which is pretty funny.
I remember like talking like a dog. It's like no,
I remember. No, yeah. That's how people were telling him, and he still wasn't listening.
It's fucking weird.
Dude, and then he ended up, I don't know where he got them, but he ended up getting these condoms and filling them up with water and tying them like a condom water balloon and jerking them off in people's face and saying, "You want to see my?" He was in Alex's face. He's like, "You want to see my little dick?" And then he's like, "No." And then this dude, he has a condom in his hand, and he goes, "Wait." And there's people just talking in the background. There's probably like 15 people in this living room, right? And this dude whips this condom across the room. Luckily, I see it coming right at me. I take a step out of the way. It hits drywall in this dude's living room. Explodes everywhere. Water all over the drywall, all over the hardwood floor and the carpet. He had a rug in there. Oh, it was fucked up, dude. After that, we're like, "Yep, we're leaving." And they started making another one. We're like, "Nope, we're leaving." I don't know what the fuck this turned. He was so... I've never seen a man that plastered on alcohol.
Every time he has a party, he even goes to a party, he gets a little too messed up, and then he's just fucking... the way the night ends is he just fucking goes on the floor and just talks and talks and talks, and he just finally fucking passes out on the fucking floor. That's how it usually goes, but it's always a shit show when he has one. It's awesome. It's pretty fun.
Boston was a fucking party, to say the least. It's pretty fun. Never fully understood the term, "what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas," till I went to Boston. Alright, well, thank you guys for tuning in today. That was an awesome podcast. I am your host, Jimmy K. Wood. Co-host, Burke.
See y'all later. Have a good one, everyone.
Stay toasty. That was casual.